There are 5 costs tied to your own home that the government and programs already built for exactly this will quietly help you lower, wipe out, or pay for once you turn 65. I am not talking about a small senior discount. On some of these, the right answer is not a reduced bill. It is a bill of nothing at all, or a check for thousands of dollars to fix your home that you never pay back. And here is the part that should make you angry. Nobody whose job it is to collect that money or to hand out that help has the slightest reason to pick up the phone and tell you. The city will not tell you. The county will not tell you. The programs sit there, funded and waiting, quietly, in the hope that you never learn they exist and keep paying out of a lifetime of habit. The people who scroll right past a video like this keep on paying. The ones who stay are the ones who stop quietly handing thousands of dollars away every year. And sometimes it is the difference between keeping the home and losing it. Because that is what this is really about. Keeping the home you worked your whole life to pay for and staying in it safely, instead of losing it to bills you did not have to pay or repairs you could not afford. Let me take you through all 5, one by one, in plain words, what each one is, who qualifies, and the one quiet mistake that keeps this help sitting on the table year after year. Wait for the last 2, because they can put thousands of dollars toward fixing your home, and almost no one has ever heard of them. The first one is a bill that lands every month or two, and you have probably never once thought to question it, and that is your water, your sewer, and your trash. Most people assume these are fixed, that everyone pays the same, and that there is nothing to be done about it. That is not true. A great many cities and towns in this country offer a senior discount on water and sewer service, and often on trash pickup too, once you reach a certain age, usually 65, and sometimes with a modest income limit. In some places, that discount takes 25 or 30% straight off the bill. In others, the sewer charge is dropped entirely. On a bill you will pay for the rest of your life, month after month. A discount like that quietly adds up to hundreds of dollars a year. But your water company will not put a note in the mailbox telling you to apply. You have to call them, or your city hall, and ask one simple question. Do you offer a senior discount on my water, my sewer, or my trash? And how do I apply for it? That single phone call is worth making this week. The second one is the biggest bill in your home in the cold months and the hot ones, and that is your energy bill. Now, you may have heard of programs that help pay a heating bill in an emergency. This one is different, and in many ways better, because it does not just pay a single bill, it makes every future bill smaller, for free. It is called the Weatherization Assistance Program. It is a federal program run through your own state, and here is what it actually does. It sends workers to your home, at no cost to you, to seal the leaks, add insulation, and repair or replace an old furnace or air conditioner, so the money that has been leaking out of your walls and windows for years finally stops. For an older person on a fixed income, that can cut a heating and cooling bill dramatically and permanently. And here is the part written right into the rules. The elderly are given priority. If your income is modest and the limit is more generous than most people expect, you move toward the front of the line, simply because of your age. You apply through your state's weatherization office. It costs you nothing, and it keeps paying you back every single month for years to come. The third one is the repair you have been putting off because you cannot see how you would ever pay for it. The leaking roof, the broken furnace, the step that is no longer safe. If you own your home, you are 62 or older, your income is modest, and you live in a smaller town or a rural area, there is a program from the Department of Agriculture that will simply give you the money to fix it. Not a loan you have to pay back, a grant. As the program stands now, it can provide up to $10,000 over your lifetime to remove health and safety hazards from your home. $10,000 to repair the very things that might otherwise force you out of the house you own. And if you need more than that and can handle a small payment, the same program offers a loan of up to $40,000 at just 1% interest, far below anything a bank would ever offer you. Most people who qualify have never once heard of it. You apply through your local Department of Agriculture Rural Development Office, and you ask about the 504 Home Repair Program. For the right person, it is the difference between staying in your home and losing it. The fourth one decides, for a great many seniors, whether they get to stay in their own home at all. As we grow older, the ordinary house we have lived in for decades can slowly turn against us. A tub you can no longer safely step into, stairs that have started to frighten you, a doorway too narrow for a walker. And here is the cruel result. People leave homes they fully own and move into care that costs a fortune, not because they truly had to, but because a few simple changes to the house were never made. Now here is what almost no one knows. Those changes, grab bars, a walk-in shower, a ramp, a raised toilet, a wider doorway, can very often be done for free. If you are on Medicaid, there is a special part of it called a home and community-based waiver that exists for exactly this. It pays for the modifications that let you stay in your home instead of entering a nursing home, for the simple reason that keeping you at home costs the government far less than paying for that home. And whether or not you are on Medicaid, your local area agency on aging can point you to the programs in your area that do this work. Think for a moment about how much this one quietly decides. A single slip stepping over the side of the tub, and all at once a family is sitting around the kitchen table, talking about a care home that costs more than $5,000 a month, pulling someone out of the only place they have ever felt safe, not because they truly had to leave, but because a walk-in shower and 2 grab bars were never put in. And those grab bars, that shower, would have been installed for nothing by a program built for exactly this, if only someone had said out loud that it existed. That is the whole weight of this one. Not a small repair. The difference between a person keeping the home they own and losing it to a facility. So, before you ever let anyone convince you that you have to leave your home, make one call to your area agency on aging and ask, what help is there to make my home safe enough for me to stay in it? And the fifth one is for every single person who heard those last two and thought, that sounds wonderful, but I am not in a rural area, or I am not on Medicaid, so none of it is for me. This one is for you. Across this country, there are national charities whose entire purpose is to repair and modify the homes of older people who cannot afford to do it themselves. And they do the work for free. One of them, called Rebuilding Together, sends skilled volunteers to fix roofs, repair heating, and make a home safe again. Another, Habitat for Humanity, runs a program built specifically for aging in place, installing ramps, grab bars, and safer bathrooms for homeowners who are 62 or older with a modest income. You do not need to be on any government program at all to qualify. You simply have to find the group that serves your area and ask. Search the name of the charity along with the name of your town, or ask your area agency on aging to point you toward them. For a senior who has been staring at a repair they cannot afford, quietly wondering how much longer they can stay in their own home, this is the door almost no one ever knows to knock on. Now step back and look at what all 5 of these share, because it is the very same thread running through every one of them. The money is real. The programs already exist, funded and running, written for exactly your situation. And not a single one of them will ever come looking for you. The city does not call to offer you the discount. The county does not knock to hand you the grant. They are counting on your silence and on a lifetime of habit that tells you to just pay and just cope and never ask. But this is your home, the single biggest thing you ever worked for and paid for. Protecting it, keeping it affordable, and keeping it safe enough to stay in is one of the most important things you will ever do with a few phone calls. So, here is your list for this week. 1. Call your water company or your city hall and ask about a senior discount. 2. Call your state's weatherization office and apply. 3. If you live in a smaller town, call the Department of Agriculture and ask about the 504 Home Repair Grant. 4. Call your area agency on aging and ask what help exists to make your home safe. And 5. If you need another door, find Rebuilding Together or Habitat for Humanity in your area. Every one of these is free to ask about, and the rules and income limits are different in every place. So let each program tell you exactly what you qualify for. This is general information to help you know what to ask for, and it is not legal or financial advice. And I have put the names of every one of these programs and where to start in the description just below this video. And before you go, think of one person who is quietly worried about their home. A parent afraid of the next repair bill. A widow who no longer feels safe in her own bathroom. A neighbor paying full price for everything because no one ever told them there was another way. Send them this video. It could be the very thing that lets them keep the home they love. Go and make one of these calls this week and help someone you love make theirs.